Hi, welcome to Crafts and Stuff. Today we have a very special episode. I have a few members of a local science club with me here today, the 4-H Science Pirates. Charlie's here on air with me, and Colbie is out in the control booth, and then afterwards they're going to switch. So today we're doing slimy type things, right? We are making a couple of different slimes that you can make with things in your house. You don't have to go out and buy any kind of chemicals or anything. These are all food-based or food cleaning-based. So you can use the ingredients, all the materials that you have in your house and not worry about ruining anything because we're not using any chemicals. So what we need is, for the first one, is cornstarch. And this is a 1 tablespoon measuring spoon. All right, so here you go, Charlie. You can use the spoon or you can do this in here. We want 2 tablespoons, and you don't want heaping ones. You want relatively, this is not baking, we don't have to be exact, but you want relatively flat. You don't want to do that, okay? You just want
flat on the top.
Yep, sort of flat on top, and a mess all over the table, but that's okay. So here you go, you need 2 of those in your little bowl.
Oh, geez.
Doesn't have to be perfect, hon. That's just fine. Put it in the bowl. And then another one. Look at that. You're messy already. Look at your hand.
Yep.
All right. So I'm going to take this off to the side. Okay. This is dish soap. All right. The dish soap is going to tell you what color your doughy thingy is going to be. In this case, it's blue dish soap. We're going to have blue doughy stuff. Okay. It's not. This is more doughy as opposed to slimy, because it's not, when I think slime, I think drippy. This is more like a Play-Doh or a silly putty type thing. All right, so for this we need 1.5 tablespoons. I don't have a 1/2 tablespoon, and if I were baking, I would figure it out in my head and use the teaspoons and the half teaspoons. We're gonna use 1.5 of one of these, because we don't have to be exact. So there you go, be careful, that's rather heavy. Or would you like me to squirt it, or do you want me to hold it and?
I guess squirt it.
Can you think you can do both?
Wait.
Yeah, how about I? No, don't worry. We'll clean that up afterwards.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, you ready? Okay, so there is 1. It goes in there.
That's a lot.
Yeah, we've got more coming. Okay, we're going to fill this one up about halfway. That looks good. Okay, there you go. There's your spoon. Mix them on up. Okay. After a while, when it starts to hold its shape, then you're going to take it out and we're going to mix it in your hand. And what's good about this, we're not using exact measurements, and so if it's a little sticky, we can add more cornstarch. If it's a little dry, we can add more dish soap. All right, so I think you've gotten to the point where you can take it all out and put it in your hand. Nope, you're going to put it in your hand, so you might as well just scoop it right off. Scoop all that out. Okay, and keep messing with it in your hand. And every once in a while, stick it in here and see if you can get some of the additional cornstarch out. Messy, isn't it? That's the best part of this stuff. It's messy. Which is why we have these. If I were at home, we'd use the sink, but there's no sink in the studio. Ew, I think we might need some more cornstarch. All right, why don't you open your hand and I'll put a little cornstarch. Not with this, I will. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, now we get this one. Okay, these last a few days in the refrigerator. They won't last forever because they are made with foodstuffs. Cornstarch is a thickener for gravy, but they will last for a few days. This one has been in the refrigerator Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, since Saturday, so 4 days, all right? So what you want to do is you want to put it in your hand and give it a good squeeze, then turn it, put it in your hand and give it a good squeeze. It has to eventually look like this, but not be as cold as this one. You can tell this has been in my refrigerator for 4 days. This is very cold. All right.
Making a ball or something.
Ew. Okay, let me see. Plop it in my. Oh, hey, this is very nice. Why don't we?
It's sort of melting.
Why don't you clean up your hands a little bit?
It is actually kind of melting.
See if you can, and we'll get
It'll be impossible.
get some more of this slime that's in here out of here.
Oof. Ah, God.
Oh, I don't know why I'm calling it slime. It isn't very slimy. Yeah, this will be easier.
Faster way to clean.
Well, actually, the more you squeeze this and the more you play with this, that stuff will come off and get on here.
Ow.
All right? Let's see. It's got a little ways to go. I think actually you could probably use a tad more of this. That was probably too much. Now, let's see. Squeeze it, fold it, squeeze it, and fold it.
Impossible. It's impossible to get off.
Well, then why don't you just stop getting it off, and then I'll pass this to you. And you can squeeze it and fold it some more. Let's see, it's
feel like I
beginning
have
to be.
soap on my hands.
It's beginning to be. See, look at that. It's beginning. Oh, it broke. We don't want it to break, so it needs more squeezing. But it's beginning to be a little doughy-like. Oh, wow, you're soapy, aren't you?
Yes.
That I can't help you with. I did not bring a paper towel, and that's only going to make you more soapy. Well, so what? This is soap. We'll see what happens when you add other soap to that soap. There you go. Go ahead, play with it. And if you want to, you can just, pick up some of these bits. Because you've got so much extra soap in your hand, you probably need a little bit more cornstarch in there.
Yeah, good point.
It's a big glob right there. That's it. Pick up more soap. So how is the consistency? Oh, this one is so cold. This one's going to have to get kneaded a lot to get the heat in it so that I can do something because I can't, whoa, I guess I can't stretch it. It's too cold. Oh, that's a good idea. Let's see. Nope, I don't want to roll it yet either. Right. Very, very cold one from the refrigerator. Good muscles for my hands, huh? Good workout. All these nice
I feel like
squeezing.
it melts like a snowman when you just...
Well, can you make something with it? Can you break it into two pieces and make a snowman?
Maybe.
Maybe.
One.
Okay. Is that going to be his body? So be a really little snowman, or is that his head?
It's gonna be a little snowman, so...
Nope, it's still too cold to work with. Oop.
And I'll just make a bigger body.
Well, we had fun making a mess. I mean, look at this. Even my side is a little on the messy side, but not as messy as yours.
Yeah.
And we made a little piece of clay that you could play with. And because we only use cornstarch, which is a food, and dish soap, it's very safe to use your bowls and your forks and your spoons and your measuring things from in the house because we're not putting any dangerous chemicals in anything. All right? Well, we're going to clean up this mess, and then we're going to swap out children. So for you, I'll be back in instants. But for us, it's going to be a few moments, so I will see you any moment now.
Yeah, I finally finished my snowman.
All right, let's see. Oh, it's even got a nose. Look at that. Look at
Giant.
this snowman. Look at that. Hey, welcome back. I wasn't gone long, was I? Just long enough to replace Charlie with Colbie. Yay, Colbie. And what I should have probably talked about the first time is the mess that we made. You don't want to make a mess of your house. So it is nice to put something down on the table or the countertop or wherever it is that you're working. Something that the dough isn't going to stick to. So you don't want to put down newspaper or anything like that. I've got wax paper. You could probably use foil. Then they make the special baking sheets, splat packs or whatever the heck they're called. Those would work too. But yep, I just have wax paper. Great, we're going to make another thingy of doughy, slimy, whatever. This one is all food stuff. Okay, the other one had soap in it. This one is all food stuff. Cornstarch again. We're going to have pudding, right? This is pudding, not Jell-O.
Jell-O?
Yep, pudding. No, it's chocolate, it's pudding. And water in here. So if you have younger kids and they want to help, or your younger brother or sister walks in while you're making this, and little ones like to put their hands in their mouth. They like to eat things. This one, if you eat it, it's not going to taste very good because of the cornstarch. But it certainly isn't going to hurt you in any way. And too bad you don't have smell vision, because it's going to smell good because of the chocolate pudding. So first off, the chocolate pudding Colbie. This is a 1/4 cup. All right, so just pour. I already opened it because I've already used it to make a batch. Just pour a 1/4 cup in there and then put it in the bowl. About. You don't have to be exact. We will always be adding things. But this is going to make obviously brown clay, brown dough, but it will smell nice because I like chocolate. It's raining pudding.
That good or more?
That's fine. That's fine. Is there what's left in here? Oh, there's still quite a bit left in here. No, that's fine. Throw that in. Okay, I'll put that in here for now. Got my ingredients on the list on the back. All right. Oh, this is going to make a lot. 1 cup. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, I can smell chocolate.
Oops.
Don't worry about making a mess. I will clean it all up afterwards. Okay, and in here we have water for the next one. The recipe I got online said warm water, which is why I put it in here. I don't know if it really needs to be warm water. It's much more comfortable to knead something when it's warm than it is when it's cold, and it might help dissolve the pudding a little bit with it being warm. But it is warm tap water. It's not boiling. I didn't put it on the stove beforehand. All done?
Yeah.
Okay, next one is how much water? Oh, I guess I should have read that. My fault. We're going to take some of this out, some of the cornstarch out. There we go, because it says to add a little bit at a time. I didn't read it. Okay, so if you're measuring a liquid, you use a liquid measurer. It's more exact. You could still use this. Like I said, we're not baking. When you're baking, things need to be exact. They don't need to be when you're making clay. So how much? 1/3 cup. Where's 1/3 cup? So 1/3 cup is right there. All right?
Okay.
There you go. Okay, and when you're measuring water, you want to get down there kind of eye level with 1/3 of the measuring cup.
Oh, it's perfect.
Is that perfect?
No.
From up here, it might look perfect, but not from down here. Oh, that's not cups on that side.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, that's milliliters. We're not metric.
About?
About is fine. About works. All right. Put it in there and mix it away. Okay. And then with this one, with the first one we did, you only made a little bit, and you could do the kneading in your hand. This one makes a lot. Well, you know, that much a lot. So we're going to be kneading it on the table. It's going to be like baking bread. You're going to have to knead it, and fold it, and knead it, and fold it. All right, so when you have it, dump it on the table. Preferably on the wax paper and not on the table itself.
Yeah.
And unlike some slimes, it won't stain. You'll be able to wash it off your hands. You'll be able to wash it off your clothes. You'll be able to wash it off the table. Some slimes do stain. All right, so I'll scrape the rest of it out. While I'm doing that, why don't you, push, and then, that chocolate smell. Oh. All right, so have you ever made bread?
No.
No, all right, so kneading.
Yeah, I know how to knead.
Okay, and then you're going to fold it?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, and I will get you the last little bits that are in here, and if it's not holding together, we will figure out if it needs more of, because we still have this here. So we'll see what it needs more of until we can get it to hold together. Because when I made this at home, I used just about the whole cup. There was probably a little bit left in the container when I was finished. But the warmth of your hand is going to help it stick together. The wetness from the water we added is obviously going to help it stick together. But you want to pick up all those little crumbs that are all over the table. This one, because it's a bigger batch, does take a lot longer, a lot more kneading than the first one did. When she's finished and everything is all mixed in it, it's going to be brown through and through. Now, if you feel it, go ahead. If you feel it, do you notice? Grab a little piece and give it a squeeze. Do you feel any little bumps in there between your fingers?
Yeah.
Any little balls? Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's this. If we had sifted it, because as soon as the water hit it and as soon as the water hits that, it's all clumping together. If we had sifted it, maybe it wouldn't make little balls. So this isn't going to be the smoothest clay unless you go in there and break all the little balls, which actually I did when I made it. It's certainly not all of them, but I sat there and I broke a lot of little balls because it was kind of cool. You squeeze it between your fingers and it pops. It's kind of satisfying to take a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Feel for a ball. Where's the balls? Where's the... Wow, you don't have anything near as many as I did when I made it.
This one.
Thank you. Oh, yeah, and then give it a little squeeze.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I made it was very bally. Do you think you can take a little more of this in there, or?
Yeah.
Okay, mix in a little more. And shoot it across the table. So do you want to be brave and try eating it? No. No. You do? Oh, okay, go right ahead. Take a bite.
It's edible?
It is perfectly edible. It's only water, cornstarch, and pudding. So it is edible. I don't know how it's going to taste because it's cornstarch. But go ahead. All right, now you've got me tempted. But I don't want that much cornstarch. I want more pudding. Okay. Go ahead, knead.
Yeah.
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 I'm not making a meal of this, that's for sure. I love chocolate.
It smells good.
It does smell good. I can smell it over here.
Yeah.
Okay, well, just like with the last one, I made a batch earlier, so we can see how well it takes in the refrigerator. Same thing, this is 4 days old. It's very cold. But it's, oh, this one is much easier to work with cold than the first one was. And it's turning white because I had lots of cornstarch on my hands from the first one with Charlie. But the insides are still brown. Oh, look, there's still little balls in there too. I don't want to knead it over there. It's with the blue stuff.
Yeah.
I don't want to get blue dots in mine. But there we go. Push it down, fold it over, turn it. Okay, fold it over, turn it. Although kneading bread is a lot easier than kneading cold dough. But it's the best way to get everything incorporated. And just like I said, the first one was good for your hand muscles because of all of the squeezing. So isn't this one too. But it's using different muscles. We're using wrist muscles on this one. But no, mine's nice and chocolatey. How does yours feel? Oh, that's still nice and warm.
Yeah.
Feel that one.
It was so cold.
Okay. Oh, whoops, I got some blue in mine. Okay, so now that we've made some doughy, clayy, whatever this stuff is, let's see if I can make something. See if I can make a snowman in honor of all that stuff outside.
I'll make
And it's easy.
a block of cheese.
A block of cheese? Okay. That's a sad looking snowman. Maybe we'll do 3 balls, maybe a little bit taller. 1, 2.
There we
3.
go.
That's a lovely block of cheese. What kind of cheese?
Swiss cheese.
Maybe you got to put some holes in it.
There we go.
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed making, I don't know, clay
Chocolate?
things with
Pudding?
us today. I know. Yeah. Oh, not as. No, it still smells chocolatey. And of course, you don't have to use chocolate pudding. Vanilla pudding, you'd make a nice cream-colored one. What else did they have? They have pistachio pudding to make a green one. I don't know. Strawberry? Do they have strawberry pudding? I have no idea.
Probably.
Butterscotch. Oh, that would make a really nice color. But anyhow, I hope you make some dough at your house. And as you can see, it does make a big mess. So ask for your parents' permission before you do this. And you're also going to have to ask their permission because you're going to be using their food. And quite a bit of it too, because this is now half gone. So thank you so much for watching Crafts Stuff with me, Rachelle, and with Colbie, and with Charlie, who's now in the control booth. He's not here anymore. And we will see you next time. Bye.